Dale Earnhardt Jr. takes it. Lewis Hamilton, champion of the world.
Ewan Kankin, 4 times title holder.
NASCAR is a summer sport, scheduled in the summer and raced predominantly where it's nice and warm. But what if I told you that that was all about to change? On Friday, March 23rd later this year, at the Rovaniemi circuit in Finland, NASCAR racers will put tyre to ice for the first time in a competitive setting, as the Whelen Euro NASCAR Series takes to the cold with the season-opening Arctic ice race. The cars will receive special ice-spec components supplied by Team FJ, and will run in a format 90% similar to a normal Euro NASCAR weekend, with the 10% being the addition of a special autocross time attack event and a rallycross shootout taking place on a different track layout each day of the event. So that begs the question, when are we going to see this level of radical changes on the other side of the Atlantic? It may be sooner than you think. NASCAR Chasm recently published a semi-serious hot take list on NASCAR.com. Included within were a list of reasons why NASCAR should race in the winter. These ranged from the fascinating food for thought category, NASCAR racing at Lambeau Field instead of the LA Coliseum for the exhibition race, to the less coherent but equally interesting idea of how fabulous the drivers would look with wool scarves incorporated into their race suits. Now, this article might not be meant as an in-depth evaluation of winter racing for the Cup Series, but it raises more good questions that warrant consideration. First among which, the comparison between dirt and ice racing is not unwarranted. The Cup Series covers Bristol in dirt once every year, so drivers already know how to deal with slipping and sliding around in high-powered Cup machines. It's just one step along to consider racing on ice or snow. Heck, Michigan and Chicago are both regularly knee-deep in snow. Let's go racing then. And you don't have to bring the snow to the track, it's racing that's at one with nature. We've established that logically sorting out the snow delivery isn't the problem. So how many problems would be created outfitting a Cup car to run on ice? Let's break it down. Using Team FJ's ice kit as a baseline, here's what you'd have to add to a NASCAR Cup car to run on ice. Special rally-studded tyres, snowproof shock absorbers and brake discs, a shorter rear gear ratio, and a new dictionary for the drivers to describe what's going on. Because, as NASCAR Chasm described, if a driver says a car is ploughing, the crew chief needs to know the difference between the car feeling tight in the corners or if it's pushing snow off of a neighbour's driveway. The cost of these special modifications can't be overlooked. For one race a year, it might end up shutting the door to many of NASCAR's smaller outfits, but it might open some for some others. This European-style format might attract more diverse talent, with drivers who've excelled in sprint cars or outlaws, or Eldora in the truck series, having a greater chance to fight to the front in the tricky frostbitten conditions. Not to mention the possibility of attracting some of the world's best rally drivers in guest seats, such as Trackhouse's Special Project 91. I know many of us over here in Europe would be super curious to see what the likes of Sébastien Ogier or Callan Rovanpera could do up against the likes of NASCAR dirt specialists Tyler Reddick or Kyle Busch. The prospects of multi-discipline champions gets even cooler, no pun intended, when you think about NASCAR Canadian Pinty's Series drivers getting involved too, themselves no strangers to racing in the cold. So let's wait and see if former champions such as Jason Hathaway or Marc-Antoine Camiron throw their moose horn hats into the ring. So you heard it here first, folks. I'm calling on NASCAR to get their skis out, put on some thermal underwear, and get themselves up north. Racing on the ice might pose an interesting challenge for everyone involved, but I, for one, can't wait to see the snowy thrills and spills that it might produce. Thanks for tuning into the channel. If you liked that video, remember to subscribe and leave your thoughts down below in the comments. And if you want to support future content, while also having a say on what topics I cover next, please consider donating to the link you see below and in the description. I put out new videos every Wednesday/Thursday. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you